The Image Power Green Brand Survey is designed to understand consumers' perceptions and their behaviors regarding green brands. We've been doing the survey for 6 years now and have included over 30,000 consumers in the study.
This year, you're seeing some surprising changes in how people view the environment and the economy. You're actually seeing a trend here of people being more concerned about the environment.
The consumers that we polled this year indicated a continued interest in learning about green and wanting more green products, particularly in the developing countries. In China and Brazil and India, consumers indicated a willingness to pay up to 30% more for some of those products.
Every year we do the survey, and every year we see that there are reasons that prevent people from buying more green products. The interesting thing that we saw in the survey this year is that even though those barriers are still high, we saw that number drop.
Perhaps the biggest trend we've seen throughout is that while you might expect places like China and India with their economic development to be behind in consumer consciousness, they're in fact ahead in consumer consciousness, making sure that environmental safeguards aren't taken off before the country develops economically.
It's interesting when you look at the top 10 brands in the United States and how important green is as a brand attribute. At the top of the list, things like 7th Generation, Whole Foods, Tom's of Maine, greenness comes at #1 in terms of brand attributes. When you look at some of the other brands on the list, green is important, but it's part of a whole suite of brand attributes like trust and reliability. And this year we added responsibility to the list of brand attributes, and it actually came out at the #2 position in the United States, far ahead of sustainability. So I think what that tells us is consumers are looking for a more holistic approach to responsibility, not just concern for the environment, but also concern for working conditions, health and safety. I think consumers are looking for responsible companies, not just green companies.
Consumers don't feel like the message of "you've got to help us save the environment" is one that they can really participate in. It's too lofty. So to reach that mass consumer who's in the middle, who hasn't really committed at a deep green level, but really cares about what they're putting into their bodies and what products that they buy, we want to make sure that we talk about the intrinsic values that matter most to consumers, like saving money, the health of their family, convenience. These are the things that the products really need to communicate, as well as sort of as a sub-message what the eco benefits are.
This year we asked about the role of packaging in terms of communicating information regarding sustainability. It actually came out on top, so consumers are looking to packaging first as a source for information about how green a brand is.
I think consumers this year are sending a very clear message that they're extremely concerned, even with the declines in the economy, that green products are more important than ever when they go shopping.